Ladies and gents, welcome to Battle of the Bells. That's what I'm titling this show because my co-host Morgan Bell got her marriage name from her husband Matthew Bell. And of course, bells is really associated with Christmas. So I figured why not take the old school thing that used to happen in the 70s and 80s of Battle of the Bands and just change it to Battle of the Bells and only do comparisons of Christmas songs about bells. It's very monotonous, but I'm really excited to do this. Anyway, what I'd like to start the show off with before we get into it is I want to ask Morgan, what is her favorite Christmas tradition prior to marriage? And now, what is her favorite Christmas memory after marriage with her husband?
Dang, that's a good question. I think my favorite tradition, like with my family growing up, was making Christmas cookies. Mm-hmm. Every year we'd always make chocolate chip cookies. And I think after marriage, just like genuinely spending time with my husband because he's not home all the time because military life be like that. Mm-hmm. So literally anything we do when he's on leave is my favorite thing about Christmas.
Yeah, because walking with him makes you sure happy. Anyway, but yeah, so I would say my favorite Christmas tradition prior to marriage was probably when I get together with my cousins, and I guess we would somewhat bully each other as to who had the better presents. So I kind of felt insulted every year since I felt like the poor one of the family because they would get like the PlayStation 2s and like the $50 games, and I would only get like the cheap $10 PlayStation 1 game or like all the cheap stuff basically. But for some odd reason, I still enjoyed seeing the excitement they had, and I would show the same excitement for whatever little I had. And we would just like mess around with each other. We wouldn't use it like as an insult opportunity, just like a one-up type of, making fun thing. After marriage, I would definitely say seeing my wife's love for Christmas in a foreign country, like especially where she comes from, a country where they don't celebrate Christmas, but seeing the magic in her eyes whenever she sees like real Christmas trees or like people decorating their house in Christmas lights, something that she wasn't often exposed to in her country. It makes me, someone who grew up in America who kind of can take that stuff for granted after a while, especially in New Jersey, start to see that, hey, there are people around the world that don't get to experience this once a year. So maybe we should get that glow about Christmas again. So that's what I would say on that. Anyhow, getting into this Battle of the Bells, we're going to be starting with round number 1, Silver Bells by Bing Crosby.
Silver bells, silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, hear them ring, ting-a-ling. Soon it will be Christmas Day. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile, and on every street corner you hear silver bells, silver bells, silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, hear them ring, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of street lights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crush, see the kids rush. This is Santa's big day, and above all this bustle you hear Silver bells.
The corner Santa Claus
Silver bells.
is busy now because it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling,
It fills the winter air.
hear them ring.
You hear it everywhere.
Soon it will be Christmas Day. City sidewalks,
bells,
busy sidewalks, dressed in
silver
holiday style. In the air,
It's Christmas
there's a
time
feeling
in
of
the
Christmas.
city.
Children laughing,
Ring-a-ling,
people passing,
hear
meeting
them
smile after
ring.
smile. Very soon it will be Christmas Day.
Silver Bells by Bing Crosby and an uncredited female vocals. I always hate when there's uncredited features. Anyway, that's going to be up against Silver Bells by Relient K.
Silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas.
Sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner, you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of streetlights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. And above all this bustle, you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day is almost here. Take the time to breathe the air. The bells ring out, tell us about our love was born this day. Silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Silver Bells by Relient K up against Bing Crosby's version. I gotta be honest, I've never been the craziest fan of Silver Bells. I find it cute for what it is, but I kind of find it one of those like one-minuter Christmas songs. It's not like a Christmas song I could listen to 2 minutes or longer. I also don't feel like either version really brought it to life or refreshed it from its original. I still kind of feel like it's kind of the same vein. Relient K's version was cute. I liked the little extra melody they threw in of Christmas time, almost here. That was cute. Only because of a few minor touch-ups is why I'm giving it to Relient K. But me personally, I'm not really crazy about either of these versions. But if I'm only giving it to Edge for a few minor touch-ups, Relient K got it for me. What about you, Morgan?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, what's not to love about classic, like, old-timey Christmas songs?
Yeah.
Other than the fact that this one just felt like it dragged on a little bit too long. Like, it was just paced so slow.
Right.
So it was not my favorite for sure. Yeah, I think Reliant K. First of all, I miss them. I miss listening to them. And second, I felt like it flowed a little bit better. It was a little bit faster, so it kept my attention more. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Reliant K wins for me.
Awesome. Yeah, the only thing I would say about the Bing Crosby version, like I told you while we were listening, I would only be more pleased with it if it were like synchronized with like Tom and Jerry having a hot cup of cocoa and like some, Santa pajamas. That's the only way I would have liked it a bit more. Anyway, getting into next round, Jingle Bell Rock by Point of Grace. Jingle Bell Rock by Point of Grace up against my favorite version of all time by Thousand Foot Krutch.
Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing up bushels up fun. The jingle bell hop has just begun.
One of my fantasies, which I still have not done to this day, is Boxing Day, the day after Christmas Day. Take all the wood out the fireplace and just knock all the ornaments off the tree to that song. Anyway, that was Jingle Bell Rock by Thousand Foot Crutch up against Point of Grace's version. It's an easy one for me. I'm not even going to explain myself. They didn't even have to do much. The only part that won it for me, for some odd reason, I'm so addicted to that version off of just one line. Jingle Bell Time! I just want to go to a live concert just to hear that section. So that's why I'm picking that one. What about you?
First of all, may I just say that the Point of Grace version is giving elves. Like, all I heard when I was listening to it was, like, a choir of elves singing.
Yeah.
Which, like, is a vibe, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, I swore, I was perplexed the whole time because I swore the lyric was riding in a one-horse sleigh, not gliding. Mm-hmm. And that really tripped me up. And for that reason, I'm out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the Thousand Foot Crutch, really no contest there. Like, I really feel like it's the banger, the party anthem we need to celebrate the birth of Jesus. Like, if we had a party,
yes,
a birthday party for Jesus, that would be the song that we would open with, I think, honestly. Just, yeah, immediate yes. Yeah. That one wins for me, too.
And what I love about that is that you would never expect that song to sound that way and translate that well. Like, the way they reinterpreted it, I thought was genius. But Point of Grace's version to me sounded like very basic Christmas commercial, 50% off at Macy's. Next, we're playing All I Wanted for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. And pun intended, it sounded a little too jingly for me. Like, literally, this is a commercial jingle. Anyhow, getting to the next round. Jingle Bells by Yolanda Adams.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah. Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, we're laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing in a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Yeah, Yolanda Adams was singing her ass off. All right, that was Jingle Bells by Yolanda Adams up against Bing Crosby's version.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun to ride and sing in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, we have a lot of fun. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
This was going to be harder than I expected because singing alone-wise, Yolanda Adams does it for me. I mean, in my personal opinion, I know a lot of people give it to Mariah, but in my opinion, the only other singers up there with Whitney are CeCe Winans and Yolanda Adams. But golly, both of them, especially Bing and his background female vocals again, all of them were just having way too much fun with an overplayed song, and yet still made you feel like you're having fun listening to this song that is like jarred in your head 100 times every Christmas. So for making a tiresome song fun again, I have to give it a positive tie both ways. All of them were just having way too much fun. What about you?
So for Yolanda's version, the ad lib about Houston sent me. It really got me.
Yes.
That was hilarious. But I'm gonna have to give it to Ben and the gals because it just feels like the warmth of a Christmas fireplace, like
Yes.
hot chocolate, lit tree,
Yep.
blankets. It really transported me to what Christmas feels like.
Yes. Yes.
And so, yeah, I choose that one.
Yeah. So Bing won it for Morgan because of the mood it created. The Houston ad-lib could have easily been said about Georgia and Florida too, but anyway, that's just a side note. All right. Now, into a round of a movie that's usually mostly associated with Christmas, even though it's not technically a Christmas movie. Of course, the comedy always associated is Home Alone, but the one that my mom grew up with is, of course, The Sound of Music. So we're going to be doing a quick round tease of that, starting with My Favorite Things by Carrie Underwood and Audra McDonald.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, round paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
When the dog bites,
When the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Sounded like they're trying to turn the sound of music into Enchanted or something. Anyway, Edelweiss by Jen Stackpole.
Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You
Edelweiss by Jen Stackpole up against My Favorite Things by Carrie Underwood and Audra McDonald. You know what? Because I was so entertained by those expressions, I'm going to give Morgan the floor first on this one.
I'll start with the positives first,
Okay.
because that's better. My favorite things, Carrie, her vocals were a lot better than I expected them to be honest.
Yeah.
So happy about that. If you haven't experienced real snowflakes, they are truly some of the most spectacular things to behold. Yes. So love that. I agree with My Favorite Things. Snowflakes are up there. The only thing about that song or rendition I didn't like was like the dissonance in tone. Like, because they were both, I forgot the other person's name.
Audra
but Carrie,
Audra McDonald.
Yeah, so when Audra was singing with Carrie, like they didn't blend very well, and that bothered me because like the depth and the tone that Audra had didn't match Carrie's, and like when you sing with someone else, if you don't blend, it doesn't sound good. So for the first couple seconds where they didn't blend and they were like trying to fight each other for the spotlight, wasn't my favorite.
Right.
And then Edelweiss. So here's the thing. That song is a classic, and I really, no disrespect, I just did not in any way like this rendition of the song.
Ouch.
It just, the vowels were too wide, the tone was too bright for me. Like, it didn't sit well with my ears.
Ouch.
I was just not very happy, unfortunately, as a listener. I mean, I'm not saying she's bad at singing. I'm not saying, like, other people don't like it. I just, when I think of Edelweiss, I think of, like, depth in the tone.
Yeah.
And, like, more comforting than nasally, unfortunately. Yeah. So that was why my facial features I was not having a good time listening to that.
Yeah, it's hard to picture a falsetto soprano voice singing a song that was originally made famous with a more baritone bassy tone, so especially from a male voice perspective. But I gotta be honest with you, I'm not a fan of either one of these renditions. Carrie was the standout to me. I kind of feel like she transformed herself to even sing like that, because I couldn't hear any of her country slang at all in that performance. So,
I would not expect that.
Yeah, that was a big surprise to me. But Audra McDonald was just typical, like, borderline opera, whatever you get in a princess Disney film, whatever. And then again, like you said, that felt like they were on The Voice competing in a duel, and they weren't really meshing. And then everyone's going to just press the button to vote for Carrie and then eliminate Audra. No, just joking. But Edelweiss, I think Jen Stackpole, she did a decent job at trying to replicate the sentiment of it. But I do agree, again, I feel like that's the type of song that, similar to Silver Bells, should not go on for more than a minute. I kind of feel like it's a minute of sweetness. The only way I think I could hear it re-looped is in the original bass and baritone type of voice. I can't give a wow factor to either one. So similar to Silver Bells, only because of Carrie's edge, I'm giving it to My Favorite Things. Anyway, getting into the final round. Now this is going to be a nice shock for you. Let's hope it's a pleasant surprise. Hopefully it's not torture. I actually did a song with Jen Stackpole, and let's see what you think of it. It's called He Just Wants to Come.
Why do you run? Why do you run? Why do you hide? Why do you hide?
Why do you run? Why do you hide?
It just wants to come
and take away the pain you have inside. Why do you go?
Why do you flee? It just wants to come
into your heart to set you free. Why keep running, playing hide and seek from the blood that he shed for you? And why distance yourself far from God's help with all the silly things you do? So now's your time to walk into the shine. And now's your time to run into his marvelous light.
Why do you run? Why do you hide? It just wants to come
and take away the pain you have inside.
Why do you go? Why do you flee? It just wants to come
into your heart to set you free. Why live in compromise? Why do you believe in lies that's far from his grace? And why you try to criticize about how people live and die without seeking his face? So drop your bad attitude, step up to a different tune and walk into his love. Cause his blood has been shed for you. Now it's left for you to do is for you to choose him too. Let's sing.
Why do you run? Why do you hide? It just wants to come
and take away the pain you have inside.
Why do you go? Why do you flee? It just wants to come
into your heart to set you free.
Why do you run? Far from the sun. It just wants to come
and take away the pain that's been done.
Why do you go? Can you see? It just wants to come
into your heart to set you free. Why do you run? Why do you run? Why do you hide? Why do you hide? Can you see? Can you see? His blood on the cross to set you free. Why do you run? Why do you hide? Can you see? His blood on the cross to set you free. Let's go. Why do you run? Why do you hide? He just wants to come and take away the pain you have inside. Why do you go? Why do you flee? He just wants to come into your heart to set you free. Why do you run? Far from the sun. He just wants to come and take away the pain that's been done. Why do you go? Can you see? He just wants to come into your heart to set you free. Why do you run? Why do you hide? Can you see? His blood on the cross to set you free. Why do you run?
All right, so that is actually one of the only songs that my daughter can sing to me up against what is my South African fan favorite every time I perform live there, Headlines They Know.
Headlines of my life. You ready? See, I've had some downtime to relax my mind. I know it's been a while since you last heard me rhyme. Got no excuse to make, I don't wanna sound like Drake. If I do this till it's over, it don't matter how much dough I bake. You can take the paper, I'll say see you later. God will refund me for the loss, I'll get my check later. Checking my swag, in case you don't know the stanza. Spirit, word, and anointing of God, that's what I'm after. That Holy Ghost swag, like Mr. Dell. If this ever makes the headlines, I hope you read it well. Cause I don't have to dream to appear in every magazine just so I could get fans to worship me with screams. No, I won't do it, please hold me to it. Cause if one of us caves, then we might all fall through it. See, God bless Josiah, Josiah blesses God and people. And I don't gotta brag about it, that's just something they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, they know what? That the truth is on the rise. Forget all of the lies. rise. Even gave them a chance to decide. Now something they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, see, I be yelling out Jesus over everything, Jesus on my mind, cause everything else makes me feel so empty. And I won't apologize for being Christ-like. They say they miss the old Joe, I say, don't tempt me. If they don't get it, they'll be over you. That new music you got is overdue. You better do what you're supposed to do. I'm like, why gotta be all that? But still I can't deny the fact that it's true. Listen to you expressing all them feelings. Soap opera drama, all you actors sound like all my children. You think I came to make your hands touch the ceiling? Well, I got news for you, I don't need to worship a good feeling. You know MCs don't even got it like that. You just hype them up, but they don't wanna pull you out the trap. That's why I live for so much more than living just to rap. When they hear my music playing, I don't even gotta say it, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, they know what? That the truth is on the rise. Forget all of the lies. Even gave them a chance to decide. Now something they know. They know, they know, they know. See, I be yelling out Jesus over everything, Jesus on my mind. Mine, 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 yeah. And I won't apologize for being Christ-like. Like, see, I be yelling out Jesus over everything, Jesus every day. And I will never go back to living the old way, cause that would be such a heavy price to pay. When they hear music playing, I don't even gotta say it, they know. They know, they know, they know. Say it. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, they know what? That the truth is on the rise. Forget all of the lies. Even gave them a chance to decide. Now something they know. They know, they know, they know. They know. They will know the truth, and the truth will set them free. That's right, baby. Yeah.
Obviously, once again, you only get to comment because these two for me are very borderline cringe. So you go ahead.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, one thing I thought that was cool for the He Just Wants to Come. At certain points, the beat reminded me of like steps. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but like it reminded me of steps, like consistently God pursuing you, like no matter what you were saying in the verses, it's like, okay, you have that constant like marching, stepping in terms of the beat.
Nice.
I don't know if that was intentional, but that's what it sounded like.
Interesting.
It also, this is meant with so much endearment, but it really gave me like, at the beginning, all I could picture, because I was dancing this way, was like Kermit on a log, just like bouncing back and forth to like the Muppet theme song.
That might make a cool meme.
But it's also because I just dance like that. So right. I don't know. It's probably just a little bit of innate bias there to how I was bopping to that.
That's cool.
But
I like that.
Good visual nonetheless. Who doesn't love Kermit?
Yeah.
Headlines, I mean, if that doesn't bring you back, just in general, like that beat, if that doesn't bring you back, I don't know what does. That used to be a key player on any warm-up playlist I had when I played sports. Like that was
that's awesome.
But I did like the version like you did. There were a couple spots that were a little slower than Drake had, which is fine. I mean, it's your own thing. Am I choosing one?
I mean, you don't have to, but you already gave your reasons. It's up to you.
I won't choose one. I can't.
Interesting. Okay. I gotta say that's your first time experiencing me on auto-tune with both. That's another good question. Do you think I sound better with or without it?
Is it bad if I say you sound very similar with and without it, so I can't tell you right now?
Interesting. No one's ever said that before.
It might just be because I just listened to both of those songs being auto-tuned a little bit.
Right.
But, like, my brain cannot comprehend the difference. So it might just be the fact that I just listened to that.
I got you. Yeah, the funny thing is that I think I sound borderline cringe with autotune. So I kind of frustrate myself whenever I was in the studio back in the day, because I feel like if I couldn't get it right with my normal voice, I felt like it would sound more cringy once they edited it. So that was pretty, funny for me. Also, I hate the way I sing Drake's chorus. I think the way Drake originally sang his chorus, I think, is the elite version. That's why even when I perform it live in South Africa, I overdub his vocals on the hook instead of my own. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, this is another fun fact. The same guy who played the guitars on Holy Ghost Party and was my co-producer for a while, he's produced all of Jen Stackpole's albums. So all the instruments you heard on Edelweiss, that was all him as well. So yeah, so for a while, me and her shared the same producer. But I'm still in shock that you still haven't not once told me that one of my songs suck yet. So I'm waiting for that one day. I'm actually going to be excited when you tell me one of my songs sucks. So anyway, one round that we missed, which unfortunately I'm just going to have to just leave it at like the closer since I accidentally skipped it, is going to be Carol the Bells. We're going to close out with that playing by Family Force 5. Obviously, Morgan will hear it when the final version comes out. Anyway, guys, this has been Battle of the Bells. It's been such a fun show. Merry Christmas to everybody. Morgan, any Christmas wishes from you, and then we'll sign off.
Enjoy this time with your families, if you have it, and just really hone into the reason for the season and take some time to spend with Jesus if you can.
100%, you guys. All right. Take care. Merry Christmas. And we will see you all for the new year. God bless.
I've been waiting my whole career for this. From the Family Force 5 to Christmas pageant. It's the carol of the bell. Oh yeah. It's the carol of the bells, y'all. Hark of the bells, sweet silver bells. All seem to say, throw them cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer. Too young and old, and the meek and bold. Yeah. With joyful ring, y'all caroling. One seem to hear words of the cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound. Oriel and Dale shaking their tail. Bells gonna ring, go do your thing. Songs of the cheer, Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. 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 Carol of the bells, oh yeah. It's the carol of the bells, y'all. The carol of the bells, y'all. Oh, you know they sing on without end, the joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells. All they seem to say, throw them cares away. Joyful ring, y'all caroling. One seem to hear words of the cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound. Oriel and Dale shaking their tail.